Imagine getting to the airport and not feeling rushed before your trip has even started. No long, exhausting walk to the gate. No pressure to keep up with a crowd moving faster than your knees want to move. No quiet panic while juggling a bag, a phone, a boarding pass, and the fear of missing something important. For many travelers over 60, that is the part of flying that wears you down, not the plane itself, everything around it. And that is why this matters so much. There are support options, little-known conveniences, and travel benefits that many older passengers never use. Not because they are unavailable, because nobody clearly tells them they can ask. Some of these are offered by the airport. Some come from the airline. Some depend on the route, the country, or the carrier. And not every option is guaranteed every time. But knowing what may be available changes everything. The difference between a draining travel day and a manageable one can come down to one simple question. So in this video, we are walking through 7 airport perks many older travelers miss. I will also show you when to ask, who to ask, and the kind of calm language that often gets the best response. Because after 60, smart travel is not about proving you can do everything the hard way. It is about protecting your energy, reducing stress, and making the system work for you instead of against you. Number 1, airport assistance for long walks, heavy bags, and overwhelming terminals. A lot of travelers hear the words wheelchair assistance and immediately think, that is not for me. I can still walk. But that is exactly why so many people miss one of the most helpful forms of support in the airport. You do not have to be completely unable to walk to need assistance. Maybe you can walk, but not comfortably through a huge terminal. Maybe stairs, long corridors, or tight connections take more out of you than they used to. Maybe you are traveling alone and simply do not want to drag a bag across 2 concourses and arrive at the plane already exhausted. If that sounds familiar, ask about mobility assistance when you book, when you check in, or even when you arrive at the airport. In many cases, travelers with mobility limitations can request help getting from check-in to security, from security to the gate, or from the gate onto the aircraft. Sometimes that means a wheelchair. Sometimes it means an electric cart. Sometimes it simply means an escort who helps you move through the airport without chaos. The beautiful part is not just the physical help. It is what that help protects. Your breath, your balance, your patience, your dignity. You start the flight calmer because you did not spend the hour before boarding proving something to strangers. A simple phrase works well here. I can walk, but long airport distances are difficult for me. Is mobility assistance available today? That one sentence is often enough to open the right door. Number 2, the security shortcut many travelers over 75 do not realize already exists. Security is where many older travelers feel the system speeding up. Shoes off, jacket off, laptop out, move here, stand there, hands up. It can feel less like a process and more like a test. But in the United States, passengers who are 75 and older often receive modified screening procedures. And many people never fully realize that. It does not mean you skip security. It does not mean every lane looks the same. And it does not mean there can never be additional screening. But it can mean a simpler process than the one younger travelers go through. That matters more than it sounds. When your back is stiff, your balance is not perfect, or bending down to remove shoes feels harder than it used to, even one small convenience can make the entire checkpoint feel more manageable. And beyond that, there is another support option many people overlook, asking for help before they ever get to the checkpoint. If you have concerns about medical devices, mobility limitations, or simply need a smoother screening experience, it is worth asking early instead of waiting until you are overwhelmed. The mistake many older travelers make is staying silent because they do not want to slow the line down. But calm, respectful communication usually helps everyone. Officers would much rather know what you need before the pressure builds. Try saying this. I am over 75. Is there a modified screening process I should use today? Or, if you need a little more support, I may need a slower screening process because of mobility or medical concerns. Quiet questions like that often make the next 10 minutes feel much less intimidating. Number 3, fare discounts and unpublished prices that may never appear online. This one surprises people because we have all been trained to believe that the internet shows us everything. Search the route, compare the prices, click the cheapest fare. Done. But that is not always how it works, especially for older travelers. Some airlines, some routes, and some booking channels may still offer age-based fares or unpublished discounts that do not appear clearly on a regular search page. In other cases, the airline may not call it a senior fare at all. It may simply be a lower available rate that shows up when an agent checks a different system or applies a specific category. That does not mean every airline offers it. Many do not. And even when they do, it may only apply on certain routes or certain dates. But this is exactly why it is worth asking instead of assuming the website already gave you the best number. One quiet phone call can sometimes save real money, especially if you are flexible with travel dates or times. There is also another advantage to calling. You can ask more than one question at once. You can ask about baggage, boarding, seating, airport assistance. In one conversation, you may uncover several options that never appear during booking. The key is how you ask. Instead of saying, "Do you have any deals?" try something more direct and calm. "I am booking travel as an older passenger. Are there any senior fares, age-based discounts, or lower fare categories available on this route?" That wording tells the agent exactly what to check. Even when the answer is no, you lose nothing. And when the answer is yes, it can feel like money you almost left on the table. Number 4, early boarding may be available even if you are not in a premium cabin. A lot of people think priority boarding belongs to first class, elite members, and travelers who paid extra. Sometimes that is true, but there is another kind of early boarding that matters much more to many older passengers. And that is pre-boarding or extra time boarding for travelers who need a little more time or a little less stress. Think about what boarding really is. A crowded aisle, people standing too close, bags swinging around shoulders, pressure to move quickly while everyone behind you wants you to hurry up. If your shoulder hurts, your balance feels uncertain, or you simply need a moment to settle into your seat without being rushed, getting on slightly earlier can change the entire emotional tone of the flight. This does not have to be dramatic. You're not asking for luxury. You are asking for space to board safely and calmly. Many gate agents are willing to help when a request is reasonable and clearly stated. Sometimes they will invite you to board early. Sometimes they will suggest when to come forward. Sometimes they will note it on the reservation if you ask ahead of time. The best time to raise it is before the crowd forms. At the gate, not in the middle of the boarding rush. And the best wording is simple: "I may need a little extra time boarding. Is pre-boarding available?" That sounds calm, honest, and easy to respond to. One small change like that can mean no jostling, no panic about overhead bins, and no feeling that you're holding up the line while your body tries to keep pace with younger legs. Number 5, seat help you can ask for before your body pays the price. Many older travelers accept whatever seat the system gives them, then spend the whole flight paying for it. Knees pressed into the row ahead. A middle seat that makes every bathroom trip feel like an apology. A spot too far from the front when walking off the plane already feels tiring. And the frustrating part is that people often assume nothing can be done unless they pay for a premium seat. Sometimes you do have to pay for a better seat. That is the truth, but not always. If you ask early, politely, and clearly, there may be options. An aisle seat for easier access. A seat closer to the front. A seat assignment adjustment because you have mobility concerns, need easier bathroom access, or find tight seating physically difficult. It will not always be available. On full flights, options can be limited, but many travelers never ask, so they never find out. There is an important difference between asking for comfort and demanding an upgrade. One sounds reasonable. The other sounds like a fight before the trip even begins. Airline staff respond much better when they hear a practical need instead of a vague complaint. A helpful phrase is this: "If possible, I would really appreciate an aisle seat or a seat with easier access. Long periods of climbing over people can be difficult for me." That is specific, calm, and human. Sometimes the best airport perk is not something glamorous. Sometimes it is simply not arriving in pain because you asked the right question at the right time. Number 6, medical items and assistive devices often travel differently from ordinary baggage. This is one of the most useful things older travelers can know, especially if they use a CPAP machine, a cane, mobility aids, cooling packs for medication, or other medically necessary items. Many passengers assume every bag is judged by the same rules. But medical devices and assistive equipment are often handled differently from regular luggage, an understanding that can save both money and stress. The mistake is treating something important like it is just another personal item. It is not. If you travel with medication, pack it where you can reach it. If you use a CPAP or another medical device, know before you leave home how the airline and security process treat it. If you rely on a cane, walker, or other aid, ask how it will be handled at the airport and at the aircraft door. The more you clarify before travel day, the less likely you are to be making anxious decisions in a crowded terminal. This matters because older travelers are more likely to carry the kinds of items that do not fit neatly into standard travel rules. And when you do not know your options, you may pay unnecessary baggage fees, pack a device in the wrong place, or feel embarrassed asking questions you should have asked in advance. Here is the calm way to handle it. I will be traveling with medically necessary equipment. Can you tell me how it should be packed and whether it is treated separately from standard carry-on items? That question is simple, informed, and easy for an agent to answer. When your health depends on what you bring, guessing is not a strategy. Asking is. Number 7. Help during delays and long layovers is often better if you ask early and ask clearly. Delays are exhausting for almost everyone. For older travelers, they could be something more. A physical drain, a medication problem, a mobility issue, a quiet spiral of uncertainty when gates change, lines grow, and the day starts slipping out your hands. This is where one final airport perk matters more than people think: accommodation support during disruptions. No, this does not mean every airline will hand out free lounge access, meal vouchers, or hotel rooms on demand. Policies vary. Causes of delay matter. Airports and airlines are different. But what many older travelers miss is that support is often easier to arrange when staff understand your situation early. If you have a long layover and need somewhere calmer to sit, if a gate change is hard for you physically, if a delay affects medication timing, if you need help getting to a new gate or rebooking without standing in a long line, speak up before the situation becomes desperate. Staff cannot promise everything, but they can often suggest the right desk, note your need for assistance, direct you to a quieter area, help with the rebooking process, or tell you whether any meal or accommodation options are available. The people who get the most help are often not the loudest. They are the clearest. Try this. I'm an older traveler, and this delay is creating a mobility or medical concern for me. What support options are available? That sentence moves the conversation away from frustration and toward solutions. And that is really the pattern in all 7 of these perks. The airport does not always announce the help that exists. Sometimes it is hidden in policy. Sometimes it depends on the airline. Sometimes it only appears when a human being hears a calm, specific need and decides to help. So before your next trip, remember this. Ask about mobility assistance if long distances wear you out. Ask whether modified screening applies to you. Ask whether there is a lower fare category for older travelers. Ask about early boarding if rushing the aisle is hard on your body. Ask whether there is a better seat for easier access. Ask how your medical equipment should be handled. And if delays start unraveling the day, ask what support is available before your energy is already gone. None of that is weakness. It is wisdom. After 60, the smartest travelers are not the ones who force themselves through every line in silence. They are the ones who know their limits, protect their strength, and use the support that may already be there. So now I want to ask you something. Which of these 7 perks will make the biggest difference on your next flight? And is there one thing you've been doing the hard way simply because nobody ever told you there was another option? If this helped you, Share it with someone who travels after 60 and deserves an easier airport experience. And if you want more calm, practical travel advice like this, stay with us. Because flying gets much easier when you know what to ask for before you ever leave home.